Hello my friends, I'm bjonnhy and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 2. This is episode 94. In episode 93 we just got our shiny new Cyclops upgrade to replace the old Leviathan. Not that old I guess, but relatively. And these happy gentlemen can go 450, which is awesome. Although that does still mean we have a little bit to go. We at some point are getting a 646 train. I just don't know when. But sometime in the next 40 years, that's for sure, because that's when the mod said it runs out of stuff to give us. So anyway, that's what we're waiting for. In the meantime, we're just going to continue high-speed buzzing through our missions here and see what we can get done. I'd like to do a bit of a shout out and a thank you to a fellow. I'm sorry I've forgotten your name, but in episode 92 you were nice enough to let me know some keyboard shortcuts, the most important one being the X key. So now I will no longer have to blow up trees to see what I'm doing when I'm trying to lay tracks. So thank you, sir, and the druids thank you as well, because now I won't have to kill any trees just to lay down some tracks. So that is absolutely fantastic, so thank you very much for that. If anyone else has any suggestions, comments, what have you, anything you'd like to talk about, anything I need to know, or any recommendations for challenges or changes to the format for Series 3, which will be coming up relatively soon, please feel free to leave me a message. And as always, likes, comments, and letting your friends know about the channel are also very appreciated. The more the channel grows, the happier that I will be, and the happier I am, the more content for you guys. So it all works out. Anyway, we'll just keep going here. The only one that's even, I'd say, relatively close would be the Tron Down goods. But I am siphoning some of those goods off to another city as well. Bronchester, I think it was, but I don't remember for sure. So even though it's a low quantity and fairly close, this one may still take quite a while. Yeah, it was Bronchester. We do have an oil one with a huge amount, although the boats do haul quite a bit at a time, so, well, they could if the oil rig was any good. I may have to, well, even that was not very good. I may have to increase the scope of, oh, I'm not going this far. I guess I could have this boat do both of these, but it's really not going to help all that much. But I guess it's better than only hauling in 100,000 at a time, so maybe I will do that. Alright. So right after you go to this oil field, before you go back to the docks, I'd like you to pop up to this one as well. So between the two of them, it should be able to get either a full load or very close to. Actually, I'll use that as the boat we're watching. Awesome. And we'll see if that helps. Obviously, the first trip won't have anything because this is going to be an active station yet, but after that, it should help. And we crossed the €1.5 billion mark, which is nice. And by nice, I mean a little bit crazy, because just trying to wrap my head around that kind of number. So, excuse me. Just stunning. I can't even... Oh, there's the Cyclops officially available. We've been using it for a year on demo mode, I guess. Anyways, I was trying to say, just trying to wrap my head around anything of that size of number is just crazy. Anyway. We're going to slow down for the autosave as usual. And then we'll go activate this oil rig, which is somehow already reduced. Which is not very nice of it. We hadn't even started using it yet. Anyway. Well, something finished. I didn't catch which one it was, but the replacement is one we've already got hooked up. I definitely remember that one. Oh, it was that one. Okay, it was the other oil one. Okay. This is the one I built that nice tunnel to that farm. And then we had to go and extend this line to get steel, so that's a very long trip, but the farming side is quick and simple. No big deal. And this farm's doing pretty well. It seems to be quite happy with us. Excuse me. So that should not take too long to do. It's not a terribly huge amount. Although I think the grain side will definitely finish first. It's so close to being done, and it's the same train anyway. If I can actually catch it somewhere. There it is. We'll be able to see. Yeah, it's hauling. It's actually got a little bit more livestock than grain, but it's going to be very few trips to finish that, so that'll be good. Awesome. So it's about 2/3 full from that one. And by the time it gets over to here, okay, yeah, it'll definitely be full loading now, which is good. That also takes some of the pressure off of this actual field, so its production should either increase or at least stabilize. That one seems pretty stable around 80. Okay, not too bad. It would certainly have been nice to have gotten a better tanker at some point. 40 is pretty slow, even for a boat, but anyway. Mine is not to reason why. There you go, full loaded, and yeah, a little bit left over for next time. So definitely, you'll have no trouble getting full loads for every trip now. And if mental math is serving me right, I think this trip and then one more will finish it, I think. I'm not 100% on that because it could be some rounding issues, but I think that they're going to be approximately 5% or just over 5% per trip, so I think it should be able to do it. The trip after this one. So, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. And that green mission has done, as we expected. So let's see what we get to replace that one. Come on, Busy Bee, we're all waiting on you. Be a good lad. Oh, it's just green back to Lewis Head again. It's another duplicate. In fact, the exact same one that finished, only different quantities, so definitely a duplicate. Ooh, we finally have another plane with the same top speed. Let's go check and see how that compares to our current dinger. Alright, so obviously speed's the same. The capacity's actually less, which is a little surprising, although they are cheaper to run. Well, I guess we will set it to switch to it, but I don't really want to. So we'll definitely do that only when they need to. And there's still no new helicopter. Okay. These are some very interesting looking planes, aren't they? I'm certainly not going to use them, but they're certainly interesting looking. That one still is looks like a little handheld, like a mini vacuum. Anyway, moving on. Definitely interesting design. Somebody is very creative in the engineering department. Okay, yes, that one did do the 5 or 6% to go from 89 to 95, depending on rounding. So yeah, it'll definitely finish on its next trip in. Meanwhile, Trod Down should be finishing fairly soon. Where is the plane? Okay, so you do have some goods to bring. 2% of that would be, what, 24? So yes, this trip will finish it. And obviously at that speed it will not take long to get here, even though it's a very long trip. Oh, right, because the trip is so long it can't actually necessarily make it every year, between the distance of the trip and the time it has to wait to actually pick up those valuables, so that one's not a big deal. Nothing I can do about that one, really. Unless I build them a new bank closer or something, but that's not going to happen. I'd really rather not invest 6.7 million bucks just to not have one vehicle lose 1,800 a year. That would take a very, very long time to pay for itself. So, we're not doing that. Yeah, it's kind of strange the way they do that. I mean, basically by the time you can afford to build these things, you really don't need to. So, if they made them a lot cheaper, it'd be a lot more viable an option earlier in the game, but anyway. Malden Green, I think we're already doing. Yes, we are. Very long route, but anyway. Oh, actually, maybe we're not. That's just green livestock. We aren't doing steel yet. Well, let's fix that. Okay, steel mills. Okay, so there's one over here and one up there. Where's the nearest iron? Okay, so there's iron on the other side of the river, so if I just pop over here, there's a steel mill there. And it has an iron mine over here somewhere. There. Okay. Right, we can do that. Not a problem. Because we still don't have any planes that can haul proper goods, right? Like, say, iron? No, we don't. Okay. Then yes, we'll definitely do it by train. Not a problem. Right about there, that'll do. And one for the steel mill. Right about, let's say, there. Actually, we'll make this a double because it's going to have one coming in and one going out. There. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Now let's go ahead and start building. Okay, so this is much better. I can actually see the tracks. This is, again, thank you very much to the person that left me that comment. This is definitely helpful. Anything that helps somebody who can't see very well is a good thing, and I definitely can't see very well on my own, so thank you again and again and again. Fantastic. No, I have to go a little bit further out past that city. That should do. And then, say around there, maybe. Oh, just one square overshoot. Not bad. There we go. Okay, and while I'm at it, I might as well do the other side. I guess I need a second station here too, so I really don't like doubling trains on a track. I've tried that a few times, you know, putting signals in and all that, and I don't know what major malfunction I have as an engineer, but I just cannot get the two trains to cooperate with each other, so we'll just instead build a second line for them, and that will be fine. I mean, I guess here it wouldn't have been a big deal. They should only both be in the station at separate times anyway, but still. Oh, there's a hill here, so this is going to be a bit messy. Unless we build a tunnel. Which I can't because it's not flat enough. Okay. Now we should be allowed to build a tunnel. Actually, let me think about this. What would make more sense? Oh, there's a hill there too. Okay. Okay. In that case, we're going to do this a bit different. We're instead going to just turn here, build the tunnel here. No, we're not. Why are we not allowed to build a tunnel there? Who's being mean? Interesting. Okay. Let's try and cooperate, shall we? Well, I get the sense that, yeah, put the tunnel way over here. Silly thing. That's not what we wanted at all. It is being most uncooperative. I don't need a length 50 tunnel. I want like a length like 20 tunnel. Okay, you know what? Forget the tunnel. We're just going to do this properly and be done with it. I'm not mucking around anymore. Tried to do a nice thing for my train and it just wants to be difficult, so forget it. We'll just do it that way. Right. Now we need our depots. One for this side and one for this side. Good enough. Alright, so on, I guess we can put our trees back. On this side we need our train. Let's say 2 hoppers worth. And a Cyclops to power it, of course. And you are iron to full hull. Okay. Excellent. Now I'm not going to start it yet because if you have a train hit here before you have the other side, the first bits won't actually be stored at the station. They'll just be sold on their own. So I'm going to build both trains before I start either of them. That way we don't lose out on any cargo. This one will be steel. And again, we'll say 2 cars worth. That should be plenty. And you are the steel to Malden Green. Excellent. And your route shall be here. Depot and Malden Green. Excellent. And with that, you are both green to go. Put these here where I can see what they're doing, just to make sure their actual paths are okay. Although I don't think that's going to be a big deal now that I have that better vision. I shouldn't have messed up the actual tracks anywhere. But if anyone can screw something up like that, it would be me, so I think I'll just leave this on the screen anyway. Okay, so the actual paths seem to be just fine. So this should be active now, which means you should have something to load. That's it. Yikes. Okay, this iron mine sucks. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. So I think we'll just go down to a single car. since there's no chance it's ever going to get full anyway. That will slightly decrease the cost, which means it has a slightly better chance of eventually becoming a profitable route, but I still don't see that it's ever going to really do that. And the same with this one. I think we can safely lose one car. Because again, there's no real need for 2 cars when it can't even fill 1. Yeah, it's only about half full for 1 car, so that's about a third full. So pretty disappointing, but it will at least get the job done eventually. Yeah, there it goes. So yeah, that will definitely take a long, long time. So this one is now just barely profitable, so it's fine. This one should be after this trip, I think. And that's all I'm after. They're doing a job, and they're not costing me anything, so even if they only make $1 or $2 a year, I'm fine with that. I just don't want to pay for this route because that's really pointless. Okay, so it's fine. Alright, and something else finished. I didn't catch what it was, but something else finished. This is good. We are, however, running over on time, so I think I'm just going to let the new one pop in, and then we're going to call it an episode. If it's a duplicate, no big deal. If it's a new one, then we will build that next episode. But we're definitely, we're over on time, so we won't be building it today. But we will wait for Busy Bee to pop it in, and so we can at least see what it is. Okay, it is mail to Tron down, which I'm pretty sure we are already doing. No, that's a good one. Maybe we're not doing that one yet. Okay, so it's a city we have hooked up, but we're not actually doing mail yet, so. Okay, well that's something we will take care of next episode. So until next time, folks, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.